time. The upper floor accommodates approximately 225 bhikkhus. Meditation is the main activity here. The yogis begin their practice with mindfulness of breathing, or the practice of four elements meditation. Afterwards, they penetrate their 32 parts, and then they will move on to the Vaikasina, using the skull of the yogi in front of them as their object of white. Later, they will penetrate their mentality and materiality. They will then know and see their past lives and causes, so they can properly practice vipassana meditation until they reach Nibbana. Venerable Pa Auk Sayadaw makes himself very accessible to the male foreigner yogis. The yogis are encouraged to interview with Venerable Pa Auk Sayadaw on a daily basis. The local monks are able to interview with the Sayadaw under special circumstances as well. The teachings are quite detailed, and Nibbana is not easy to reach. Likewise, it takes a very skilled teacher to give the detailed, systematic instructions to the meditation yogis on the path. Sayadaw has taught many people the contents of the Visuddhimagga, the path to purification. Now, with his success, he is frequently invited to teach abroad in other countries. When the Sayadaw is away teaching abroad, Venerable Rewata takes on the teaching role for the male foreigner yogis. Venerable Rewata also teaches the female yogis whether the Sayadaw is present or not. He is very skillful in both English and in his teaching abilities as well. Lunchtime is one of the main events of the day. The bhikkhus must come from many different parts of the monastery. The bhikkhus must arrive early so they can prepare for the meal of the day. They use this time to properly wrap themselves in their robes. According to the bhikkhu rules, they must cover themselves properly. This is called wearing full robes. All the bhikkhus must follow this dress. Venerable Pa Auk Sayadaw leads the alms food queue. Although Sayadaw can easily have his food brought to him, he too gets his own food while following this rule as well. When the Sayadaw is ready, the gong is rung. There are usually more than 700 people who eat at Pa Auk Monastery each day. First comes the foreigners, who take only one meal. In this line, there are approximately 18 foreigners who take only one meal. There are usually 50 foreigner bhikkhus living at Pa Auk at one single time. Next to follow comes the local bhikkhus who take only one meal. These monks do not eat breakfast in the morning and appreciate their free time for their own individual practice. Even though the bhikkhus only take one meal per day, there is plenty of food for them to eat, and they are not malnourished. The foreigners are served first, so that it is easier to serve them the different food. The foreigners may take the local Burmese food if they wish as well. After the local one-meal bhikkhus get their food, the rest of the foreigner bhikkhus, who take 2 meals per day, receive their food as well. Finally, the major line, which has the local bhikkhus who take 2 meals per day, follows in line, starting with the senior bhikkhus. The line takes approximately 20 minutes to complete before everyone gets their food, and then they can begin eating. The rest of the bhikkhus are to follow. Afterwards, the young novice monks follow last. After the nuns get their food, the lay people prepare to get their meal. They chant a daily reflection on how important the food they are to receive is able to help them with their goal. That is, to be successful in their meditation. In the meantime, the monks are walking to their place where they will begin to eat their meal. At the same time, food is served in the lower monastery. There are no separate 1 meal or 2 meal lines at this serving station.